Hi guys, welcome back to ARC 172 drawing demos. I believe this is number 6. Today I want to show you some explosion and cutaway options, but first I need a final proposal. I only have the hardlined data overlaps or interactions that I demoed last time. So today I have to first start out by actually doing a proposal. So I'm just going to basically take what I did before, make some decisions about making a proposal, and I'll fast forward through that part. Cameo by my cat. Alrighty, so we have our proposal here. So you saw that in the high-speed video I made some changes throughout, erased some stuff as I was going. That's totally fine to do. I mean, I probably could have pre-planned it a little more and done a draft version, but so essentially what is happening is this shape at the bottom is mutually annihilating this, but only in the portion where those data sets overlap. So I don't think you can see the underlay, but basically where that touches that thing, it doesn't continue. But then I had it come and keep coming up to the underside of this L shape, which it also annihilates, but not in the same directional sense as this, right? Because I left this little L shape. So it's basically just in the portion that those overlap. So kind of a variation on mutual annihilation and subtraction. So what can we do here to do some explosions or some cutaways? I could probably do a cut through this portion, although it's not going to show me too much necessarily, but I'll do a demonstration of how you might do that just on a sheet of trace so that you can get a sense of it. So we can just pick an area where we want this to be cut through, and we can come in and construct what that section might look like. All right, so we have the portion of this behind the cutoff line, or the section line, drawn, and now we need to draw this other piece shifted out. So I think the easiest way to keep that controlled is to draw some construction lines out and then actually shift the paper, but you want to make sure you're shifting along a controlled line, right? And then we want to show the dashed lines that indicate where the data was split apart and exploded. So the dashed lines imply that those things go back together. So this is a little bit of a judgment call, but you probably don't want to show every single vertex, but maybe in this case you do. There aren't too many. But you don't necessarily need to show all of those vertices. And in this case, I think I would only draw from where this section happened, only draw those dashed lines, because then it kind of shows it was sliced and then pulled apart here. So I'll pause the video, but essentially those dashed lines should be about a 1/16 of an inch space and about an 1/8 inch dash in order to kind of read effectively. Dots you can do as well, but you have to be very careful with a pencil because you need to make sure it reads as a dot and not just a nick. So I would recommend the dashes. I'll show you how to do that in a second. The other thing you may want to do in this, so that's basically what the dashed lines of the explosion look like. Probably could have gotten away with maybe just the outside too, but I just went ahead and did all of them. So then we'll want to give the contour, the profile line around these shapes as well, so they pop and you see those dash lines just as movement. And then do something to the poche. So I think here, after I do the contour enhancement around this, I'm gonna poche this with my red pen just to show you what maybe some color looks like. But again, that's then the next part of the assignment is how you put tone on it. So this is the cutaway. I'm gonna go ahead and do in fast motion the profile and the poche portion, and we'll come back. So there we have it, our overlaid, cut and exploded, I guess cut and shifted version of that proposed data. I did this on Trace, but now I'm wishing I had done that on Vellum because I think it would have fairly nice drawing. It would have been even better on Vellum. So I'll do another demo shortly, kind of showing another variation of what you could operate on and what you could, different ways you could poche or color surfaces. This is obviously cutting or poching the cut portion, so you see that basically that's where this thing was sliced apart and it's like a bleeding section cut. So until next time, stay safe.